Welcome back. Today, we're looking at a really common logical fallacy that you've probably heard before without even realizing it. It's called the circular argument fallacy, and once you understand how it works, you'll start noticing it everywhere. Have you ever been in a debate? You think you're making a killer point, and then someone just goes, "You're just going in circles." Oh, it's so frustrating, right? Well, that feeling, that's usually this exact fallacy at play. So, what exactly is a circular argument? It happens when someone tries to prove a claim by simply repeating the same claim in different words. Instead of giving evidence, they use the claim itself as the proof. It might sound convincing at first, but it's really just the same idea going in circles. People often do this because they don't have evidence or because the claim feels so obvious to them that they assume it must be true. The problem is that the argument never actually proves anything. Now, let's see how this fallacy shows up in real life. We'll go through a few examples, and once you spot the pattern, you'll start noticing it in conversations everywhere. Here's a really simple one. Someone says, "This book is the best because it's better than every other book." Wait a second. Isn't that just the same idea? Exactly. No evidence has been added. The claim has simply been repeated using different words. That's what makes it a circular argument. How about this one? Our team is the best because we're number one. Sound familiar? The reason isn't really a reason at all. Saying you're number one is just another way of saying you're the best. It's the same claim with different wording, and that's exactly what a circular argument looks like. And let's do one more. We should trust the school rules because they are trustworthy. Are you seeing the pattern now? We're not given any actual reasons why the rules are trustworthy. Are the rules fair? Do they keep people safe? Who knows? The argument just spins its wheels and goes right back to where it started. Oh, why does this matter? Because a circular argument doesn't actually help prove the claim. Instead of giving evidence or a real reason, it just repeats the same idea. And if no new evidence is added, the conversation goes nowhere. Let's break it down. Imagine someone claims, "I'm a great leader," and for their evidence, they offer, "I'm good at leading." See, that's not evidence. That's just saying the same thing twice. What you actually need is outside proof, right? Like, "I led a project that finished ahead of schedule," or "my team's morale has gone up by 20%. Something real, something tangible that actually backs up the claim. And this whole thing has some pretty big consequences for any argument because it gives you no new information. It's totally uninformative. And if it's uninformative, then logically it's invalid, which at the end of the day makes the argument completely, useless if you're trying to convince anyone of anything. All right, this is probably the most important part. How do we make sure we don't fall into this trap? Especially when we're trying to make a solid point, maybe in an essay or at work. Here's a really good clue. Have you ever had a teacher or a boss tell you your writing is repetitive? That's a huge red flag. There's a really good chance you've accidentally created a circular argument without even realizing it. You state your point, and then you just kind of rephrase it over and over again as your proof. So, here's a super simple two-step self-check you can do. It's really easy. Step 1, just state your claim nice and clear. Then, step 2, look at your reason and ask yourself one honest question. Is this new evidence or is it just my claim wearing a different hat? Seriously, that one little question can be the difference between a weak argument and a really strong one. Before we finish, here's one question to remember. The next time you make an argument, ask yourself, am I giving a real reason or am I just repeating my claim? That's the easiest way to spot a circular argument. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. If you'd like more personalized feedback, writing support, and discussion sessions, they're available with me or with our selected tutors. All the details are here.